Oh, don't fall. Hello. Hold on. Telling the Twitters that this is happening and that it exists. Pro Invitational Series. All right. All right. I'm back into the world. Live stream is happening. We got everything set up running smoothly, I hope. All right. Hello. How is all one of you doing today on this very weird time to be alive, also known as virtual NASCAR time? I didn't think I'd ever say those words, virtual NASCAR, but here we are. The IndyCar iRace, yeah, I turned that on for a few minutes, and then that was about it. It was like lap 20 or something of 45, and then I had to go do some stuff, and just didn't have time to really sit down and watch it. Thought I'd do this, but here we are. Nice live stream. We haven't done one of these in a couple weeks. I don't know. Just shoot for questions. Jimmy got a top 15. How many were there? Were there 15? No offense to Jimmy, but he didn't do too hot on the last iRacing, so I kind of have low expectations for him. How many cars were there in this thing? Like 25, 20, 30 even? 25? Hold on. Top 60%, not bad. Good for him. He did better in an IndyCar than he did in a Cup car. That's a little sad, though. But yeah, this whole coronavirus thing is weird. Just everything that's going on. But yeah, we'll try to not talk about that. We'll talk about literally anything else just to keep our minds off it. Talk about other things, whatever it may be. But virtual Texas preview, I don't know how to preview this. It's Texas Motor Speedway online. They're going to be turning left in their computers. Timmy Hill's my pick. I'm going to pick him every week until he wins. Timmy Hill's my pick to win. Go Timmy. Darth Timmy. There's a Twitter account called Darth Timmy. Let me get to it real quick. The Darth Timmy Twitter account. Go follow him on Twitter at Darth Timmy for just some good laughs at this time. Some good stuff. But yeah. Larson was in it? Larson. Oh gosh. Why was Larson in it? That's my question. Chase, yeah, I saw he was on SportsCenter. I didn't get to see it. But yeah, I don't know. He didn't do too hot last week. He got up to third that one time because he stayed out or whatever. Other than that, he didn't do too hot. That's what's so weird. It's like if you have experience with iRacing, it seems like you're gonna do great. If you don't, you're gonna crash. You're just gonna wipe out and just suck, basically. Like we saw with Jimmy, Kyle, Kurt. Like if you don't have any experience or little experience, it's rough. Timmy Hill. Here's the thing. I think Timmy Hill has a bunch of experience in the iRacings, and that's why he's doing so good. He drives a 66 car. They put in that. There's no like disadvantage in iRacing. Everyone has the same thing, like they have in the real NASCAR. But yeah, if Timmy Hill wins, I'm going to be very happy because I like him. He seems like a genuinely nice guy who really deserves a chance. He's actually not bad. If you look at his Xfinity numbers, he got top 10 at Bristol, top 5 this year at Daytona. And he had another top 5, I think, a couple of years ago at Daytona. So he's taken the MBM car to top 10s and top 5s at completely different tracks, which is really impressive if you think about it. So shout out to Timmy Hill for being amazing. All right, catching up here. Why was Timmy Hill in it? Because he runs full-time Cup, so he gets an automatic spot. Out of Timmy Hill or Larson should have been in for the IndyCar or what? He blamed Bubba on SportsCenter. I don't remember what happened. I just remember they made contact. Just come back from the start. Ooh, 124, 164, or what? And were you quarantined? Were you social distancing? That's the most important question. Blaney is his spotter. Blaney is whose spotter? Chase blamed it on Bubba. Top 3 at Daytona. Yes, he got 3rd at Daytona. Timmy did. Larson made it. Yeah, okay. Play iRacing daily. Yeah, I don't have an iRacing setup. I got myself a high-quality Wii. Play some NASCAR 2011 the game. Some Lego Star Wars. You know, the only true video games that we have. Not the Fortnites or the Mine. What's it called? Minecraft? I think that's it. That sounds about right. Chase Elliott. What about Chase Elliott? What did he do? He was on the SportsCenter. What did he say? That's what I'm wondering. I haven't seen it get posted by. I can check ESPN or SportsCenter or whoever posted it's Twitter, but I have not seen a replay of the interview. So yeah, Battlefront Swords. Yeah, I've not played that. I've heard it's a fun game though. Blaney was Chase's crew chief. Yes, that is a fact. This week Blaney is racing though, so Elliott's gonna have to find a new crew chief, which could be for the better, could be for the worst. I don't know. Darth Vader, yeah. Darth Vader. What a freaking guy. He did it. He messed up a few times in his life, but you know what? He's a pretty cool character. Yeah, I'm not seeing any replay on that interview, so hopefully they'll post it soon. Hopefully I can find it. But yeah. Yeah, a lot of the guys like Bobby Labonte raced barefoot, if you didn't see that. So obviously the pedals must not hurt your feet that much, and you're obviously not in an actual car that can hurt you, so there's no need for shoes or any racing shoes or any stable shoes. You had drivers wearing slippers, drivers wearing flip-flops probably, and you had Bobby Labonte in his bare feet just chilling. I think Bobby Labonte's racing again this week. I might want to check that. Bobby Labonte. Let's see. I think Bob Pockrass, the GOAT, posted something about it. Bob Pockrass. All right, Bob. Ooh, Jimmy. Oh, apparently Jimmy Johnson. He was doing a live stream of him in the IndyCar on his Instagram, and apparently he apologized for his language. So he did what Denny did when Denny won, and he dropped a bad word, and he had to apologize. All right. Let's see. It's 125 laps around Virtual Texas. I am not seeing an entry list, but I know for a fact that Kurt Busch, Jimmy. Oh, here we go. Cup confirmed for Sunday. Kurt Busch, Austin Dillon, Ross Chastain, Dale Jr., Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Ty Dillon, Clinton Boyer, Greg Biffle is back. Greg Biffle. The last time he was in NASCAR was last summer in the truck race at Texas, might I add, and he won. Greg Biffle, ladies and gentlemen, could he come back and stun the world and win Virtual Texas in his first Cup race back in a few years? Then we got Chris Buescher, Kyle Busch, Bobby Labonte, Eric Jones, Matt DiBenedetto, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Michael McDowell, Ryan Preece, John Hunter Nemechek, Kyle Larson, Bubba Wallace, Stenhouse, Jimmy, Garrett Smithley, Timmy Hill, Parker Kligerman, Alex Bowman, Landon Castle, Christopher Bell, Daniel Suarez. Bob also said could still be 1 to 2 more Cup drivers confirmed for Sunday. So 2 to 4 spots are available. Allgaier, Poole, Haley, Cindric, Meyer, Ankrum, Gralla, Alfredo, Gilliland, Todd Gilliland, Awuji, Ryan Truex, Majeski, Smith, Earnhardt, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Stuart Friesen, Joey Gase, go Joey Gase, Weatherman, Stenzel, Brown, Creed, Ellis, Graf, Eckes, Lab, Snyder, Briscoe, Harrison Burton, Boyd, Jeb Burton, Garcia, Kraus, Dollar, Yaley. So all of those guys are potentially in the field. There's like 35 or something that get to make it, and Cup guys get a lock in. They're still figuring out how this is going to go, how you qualify in and stuff. They can expand the field. So apparently, people have been giving the iRacing people hate, which I think is ridiculous because they've worked their butts off and they literally did this last minute. It's not like they had this weeks in advance plan. This was made like under a week. So shout out to them. Shout out to the iRacing people, NASCAR, Fox, and all of them for actually caring and loving us and having fun, like letting us have fun during this weird time. Landon Castle seems so chill. I would like to meet him. Oh, I got his autograph at Talladega. He's a pretty chill guy. He just walks up in his sunglasses, says hi, walks by. So I definitely know everything about him. But yeah, Landon Castle, I feel bad for him. He lost his race at Starcom. I hope he can get into a different ride soon. I hope he can get a decent ride, compete. I think that'd be cool, whether it be an Xfinity, Cup, Truck. I just hope he gets to compete for wins. I would love to see Landon Castle win. He seems like a pretty cool guy. Landon Castle of the 48 car, I would not complain. That would be really cool. Landon Castle to the 48. Yeah, that would be a storyline during the offseason. That'd be a big storyline. Let's see what Twitter's guys say. Nothing. All right. Any questions? Love some questions to answer. Joey Gase. Joey Gase. Love Joey Gase. How do you not love Joey Gase? I should have worn my Joey Gase shirt. Got a Joey Gase shirt. Got a car back there. Got a hat signed by him back there. Cards also signed by him. But yeah, if you haven't heard that story, I made a video on it. Just look up my name, Joey Gase. It should be one of the first few results. Saw him at Talladega a couple times in the fall. That was cool. Joey Gase goes to the 48. I will – hold on. I got to come up with something so absurd. I will do a 24-hour, stay up 24 straight hours, live stream. If that happens, Joey Gase to the 48. I love Joey Gase, but the odds of that are low. I'm sorry, Joey Gase. I still love you. Oh, yeah. What was I going to say? I can't remember. It was something. Oh, yeah. Okay, I have a question for you guys. All right. He raced – okay, so he's been in that kind of Hendrick – he's been in that Hendrick camp before. Yes. All right, we got one yes to the question. I live like 10 to 15 minutes away, so that would be neat. My only question is if they thinking about Texas Motor Speedway, you obviously can't get in the track, but I'm thinking so you drive in. The way I come in, you turn right on the street, and it's this long street that goes all around the track, but it's like really far away from the track for parking purposes. But I'm thinking if I go all the way to the turn one parking lot, which is like next to the employees parking lot, is anyone going to be there to tell me I can't be there? Even though if I'm by myself or with one other person that's like helping me film or whatever, would that be okay? Or would I have to try to sneak my video onto turn four and just walk all the way to the track? Yeah, Texas, I don't know what the cases are. I don't know the exact numbers, but we are currently at a stay-at-home order. Woohoo. So you can go get your groceries, you can go get some foods, and you can go make a race recap at the track. Hopefully. But yeah. As long as you're social distancing, I think it's fine. It's nationwide. I didn't realize it was nationwide. Well, our county definitely implemented it, but I don't know about the county. I know states have. I think I'm not going to say anything because I don't know, but I know New York's got it bad. But these are such fun times. Such fun times. We got virtual Texas, virtual NASCAR. We got virtual IndyCar. Apparently there's some Madden tournament with NFL players. It's weird. It's really weird. I really don't know what else to say. It's if you break the order, no. Oh yeah, I've heard. Oh, where was it? I heard that you can get jailed. Like in some places, the order is so strict, like you can get jailed and fined for like $1,000. Like it's a little intense there. And if you get arrested for just not social distancing, I think that's a little. I mean, I think we should, but it's a little intense there, don't you think? Yeah, I feel bad for the MLB too. Like it's like NASCAR is kind of not mid-season, but the season had already started. The NBA was about to enter the playoffs, so that sucks for them. Same for the NHL. But in MLB, the MLB is like in the process of starting the season. They've done their preseason thing. They've done their training. I forget what it's called. Is it spring training or winter training? I don't know. But like their big thing is opening day. You get all the banners, all the painting on the field. Everyone shows up for it. To the first, race or two, or not race, game or two. That's like the first series of the season. That's like a big deal for MLB fans, I feel like. And it just sucks that they don't get to have that right now. They might cut the season short from what I'm hearing because they play what, like 150 games a season, and they go from March to October or something. Yeah, opening day was supposed to be on Thursday. Who's your favorite NASCAR driver? I'm new to this channel, Judson's Racing Network. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up, watching. It means a lot. But yeah, who's my favorite driver? Active driver, Chase Elliott. Why? Because my all-time favorite driver is Jeff Gordon. Long story short, became a fan in 2010. It's complicated. Well, not really. It's kind of complicated. I got a Jeff Gordon shirt from the track. Someone gave it to me. Started watching NASCAR. Liked it. 10 years later, NASCAR fan. But Jeff Gordon, 24 car. Thought that was cool. So just started following him after that. Had a good 5 years of being his fan. 2014, I thought was the year. And I was at the race when Keselowski door slammed Gordon. I have since then dropped the major hate towards Keselowski, but I'm still bitter about that race. Still bitter. 6 years later. 2015 was his retirement year. And the first few races were forgettable. Daytona, he crashed out after leading 80-something laps. Atlanta, he crashed out. Vegas, he finished like 20th after qualifying on pole and crashing his car in practice. They were just not good races. Then he crashed at Talladega. Got a top 10 at Texas, which I got to be at, which was cool. He top 10 in both of the races. He got top 5 in one of the races I went to. I went to 3 races in 2015, actually. I went to the Fall Pocono. That was a crazy race. He got 3rd. And then later on, the chase happens. I think he had a really good first race, but he ends up finishing that 15th because tires. He had like old tires. And then he goes on to win Martinsville. I've never celebrated a win so hard. Celebrated that win pretty nice. But yeah, that's it. Let's see. Joey Gase or Chase. Yeah, Joey Gase is up there too. Joey Gase. Met him at Talladega, so he's one of my favorites now. All right. Goodbye, O'Reilly and Judson. See ya. Thank you for showing up. Thanks for watching. It means a lot. But yeah. That's the story of my Jeff Gordon fandom. That is very true. I will not deny that. God bless Matt Kenseth for destroying Joey Logano's car because that ended up giving Jeff Gordon the win. He would not have won that race if Kenseth did not just completely junk Joey Logano. And we also got to thank Brad Keselowski a bit for allowing that to happen because without Keselowski taking out Kenseth and like 4 other guys in the top 5 on the previous restart, that crash doesn't happen. Kenseth isn't going 30 miles an hour and doesn't get the chance to wreck Logano when he's getting lapped. He could have maybe pulled some strategy or something and wrecked him in the field. I don't know, but God bless America. God bless Matt Kenseth. He ended up getting suspended for it, but it was worth it. It was worth it, Matt. Joey didn't get hurt. It gave Jeff Gordon a win. You've hated Logano since he started. Yeah, Joey Logano is not the most popular driver. That is safe to say. I went to Talladega in the fall with one of my friends. He had never been to a NASCAR race. He had never, he didn't know anything about NASCAR. And he picked up on some things very quickly. And 2 of those things were that Chase Elliott is the most popular driver. That was after driver intros. And that Joey Logano drives like a turd and people don't like him. That was when people thought Logano wrecked Bowman at first, going into 3 and 4. But after further review, Bowman just threw an aggressive block. But, I mean, look, Logano's an aggressive driver, and I got to give him that. He fights for everything he goes for, but sometimes his aggression is a little bit too much, and that causes problems sometimes. When you're over-aggressive all the time, it causes some problems, and we saw what those consequences were in 2015. And that wasn't his fault last year with Denny. We also saw Kyle Busch. That wasn't his that was technically his fault, but it was just a bad situation. You met Joey at Pocono last year? Yeah, I almost got him to sign my Talladega hat back here, but just missed him. Darn. Rubbed shoulders with him, though. Barely scraped by. He just boils my blood by making horrible moves. Yeah, I like an aggressive driver, but there's a limit. There's just a limit, all right? It's like, I'd say it's like everything in life. Like, you can be aggressive sometimes with calls, like what you want to do. You get my point. And then there's just over aggressive. And Logano sometimes hits that over aggressive. Okay, the Joey versus Truex thing. Here's the thing. I can see both sides because with Joey, he's in a tight points battle because those 3 are going to make it regardless unless they crash out 2 of the 3 races. Those big 3. Even Kevin Harvick, he won a race. He got his points erased, and he still made the championship 4. It's just they were going to make it no matter what. So you had to win because you didn't want to be in a tight points battle between Chase Elliott, who had gotten really hot in the playoffs, and someone else was in that battle. I can't remember who. But anyways, or you didn't want to have someone else win, and then you're not in a points battle anymore. You're screwed. So Joey had to win. Joey basically thought he had to win. So I understand him making that move from that standpoint, but I also understand Truex's reason to be upset, which is Truex could have done the same thing to him 4 laps earlier. He was a better car. He had raced him cleanly for so long, and then he just got shoved out of the way after racing him clean for so long. So I see both sides. Oh, that's nice of Joey. You see, that's what I like about NASCAR. It's like all these drivers and stuff, they'll go out and just casually talk to fans or whatever. They'll show up to Bob Pockers and Jeff Gluck's tweet ups and stuff. They'll go out and sign autographs in the trailers, the merchandise trailers. They'll walk around. They'll talk to people. They'll do fun stuff that weekend. Like I heard a story that like Talladega, they do the Saturday night thing the night before the race or a Friday night thing. And it's kind of like just a party in the infield kind of thing. And drivers will just show up. They'll show up in a t-shirt, shorts, whatever they're wearing, and they'll just have fun with the fans. They'll talk to them. They'll sign stuff. They'll do whatever. That's what I love about NASCAR. Almirola. I got you. Hold on. Almirola. There you go. Almirola. What about him? Did I miss something? I didn't miss something about Eric Almirola, did I? Gotta check in on him. Oh gosh, why is tornado warning is trending in the United States? That's lovely. Wow. Well, all right. Eric Almirola. Eric. The last thing he posted was something about social distancing. Oh, he was in the points about. Oh yeah. You're right, because he had won Talladega to get into the round of 8 or whatever. And what else happened? He should have won 3 or 4 races in 2018. He should have won that Dover Fall race. But he ended up just getting screwed out of that by some caution. It's not screwed out of, but he just bad luck. And the same thing with New Hampshire. And I think Chicago, maybe. I think he had something happen. So he could have had 4 wins that year, if I remember correctly. He had some races that he should have won, and I'm glad he got a win that year. But 2018 so far has been the best year of his career. Last year was not too bright for him and that team, but still better than his predecessor. Fun times. Yeah, feel free to just shoot questions whenever, whatever it may be. I think the NFL Network is replaying the Falcons Patriots game when I remember look, no one likes the Patriots because they win a lot. And everyone was a Falcons fan. And when they were up 28-3, everyone was so happy. They were like, oh, the Patriots are gonna lose. The Falcons are gonna win. Everyone was so happy. It was the fourth quarter. They got at this point it's like 28-10. Everyone's like, man, they got this in the bag. Easy win. No way they blow this. It's a Super Bowl, right? The Falcons blew it. They failed miserably. Miserably. I honestly don't know what's worse. Them blowing a 28-10 lead with like 8 minutes left, or the Warriors blowing a 3-1 lead with 2 home games. 2 home games after having a record regular season. Those are both terrible. Absolutely horrendous. Just terrible. At least Brady is gone. Why Tampa Bay? I'm very curious to why Tampa Bay. I thought he was going to go to LA to do like what LeBron's doing, where he gets to go play, obviously, but then in his off time, he can go like make a movie or something, or get involved in LA businesses or something. You know, LA is more that place to do non-sports stuff because they got Hollywood, they got whatever else they got in Hollywood or LA. I thought he was going to go to the Chargers, but he went to Tampa Bay, which is a little puzzling, but he got a lot of money out of it. A lot of money. I think it's like $60 million. Like, just, whew, it's a lot of money. And who else? Andrew Luck. No, not Andrew Luck. Phillip Rivers is in Indianapolis. That's weird. Jameis Winston's leaving. Kind of has to if he wants to play. Cam Newton is gone. Teddy Bridgewater is now the Panthers quarterback. 2 kickers got contracts with the Cowboys before Dak did, technically, which is weird. What other movements have there been? Jason Witten is a Raider now. As a Cowboys fan, I really don't know how I feel about that. The Cowboys weren't going to play him or they weren't going to sign him, but that's going to be weird to see. The Raiders. Why the Raiders? Who else? There's been some weird things. Oh, yeah. Melvin Gordon. No. Todd Gurley, sorry, is back home in Georgia. Like, that was so, I don't know. Cowboys say, yeah, they do. It's quite unfortunate. Eagles, yeah. Well, I'm sorry that you lost your one good quarterback in Nick Foles. It's unfortunate decision making. Yeah, the Cowboys were a mess last year. Hopefully they can get their crap together, put together a decent season. I'm not saying go and win the Super Bowl, but make it to the playoffs, win your division. Your division is so terrible. You should win your division. Try to make it out of the first round. That's all I can wish for. Any questions from the people in the chat? Anything? If Chase wins virtual Dover. Yeah. This virtual thing is weird because there's no numbers to base your stuff off on. You don't know who's good where. You don't know who's good in the first place. You know, like 3 or 4 guys that are good, but you don't know who's consistently good. You don't know who could show up at the last minute. You don't know if someone just had a bad week last week, bad situation, crashed out twice, lost their abilities to reboot. You just don't know. This is all such a question mark. I just really don't know who's going to win. I'm just going to go with Timmy Hill every week. It's my solution. And just think about this for a minute. We're going to have this at Talladega. What is going to happen at Talladega? I'm thinking every single car is going to have to use their reboot at least once. Yes, or if you're Jimmy, have your internet crap out. I think that was a lie. I think he just had to go to the bathroom. But that's what I've heard at least. But Just imagine Talladega. Just think about that for a second. You're gonna have 3 or 4 guys who know what they're doing, and then you're gonna have 30 guys who don't know what they're doing, don't know how to bump draft, don't know how to draft in this iRacing deal, and they're gonna get up to the front and they're gonna throw a block, and all 40 or whatever cars are gonna crash. It's gonna make for hilarious television, but they're gonna get so frustrated with it, and if they show them talking and stuff, it's gonna be hilarious. I am looking forward to that race. I think Bristol is next week too, and I think that could end up being pretty funny too. Like the first 2 we're getting is Homestead, Texas mile and a halves. It's like I don't I don't need to say much more, but Bristol and Talladega. And imagine if Darlington, they still had Darlington in the spring, if they did that. Whoo! That would be a mess. But just think about it. We're gonna have Bristol and Talladega of this iRacing thing. That is gonna be funny. That's gonna be some hilarious television. They need to put that on Comedy Central. Don't put it on Fox or FS1. Put that on Comedy Central. That is gonna be hilarious. I'm personally gonna be laughing that whole time. I was laughing half of the race last week because of all these crashes and guys just doing dumb stuff. But Bristol and Talladega, man. And if it gets extended and they have to go to Martinsville, dude, just imagine Martinsville. Someone's gonna send it in there like just 150 and just wreck someone going 100 or something. Just blip them out of the stands. It's gonna make for quality television. That's all I gotta say. But I'm looking forward to seeing the numbers after tomorrow because we had some really good ratings last week. 903,000 for something that got put together at the last minute on FS1. This is on the main Fox channel and FS1. And just think about that for a second. That plus you got international viewers now. Like I saw the list somewhere. Just countries all over the world are going to be able to see this. Up to 400 million people, I think, have access to this thing. Just imagine the ratings for a minute. If they are informed about the eNASCARs or eNASCAR or Pro Invitational, whatever it's called. Trying to find Bob. Let's see what Bob says. It's also going to be on YouTube. I don't know if those numbers account for the broadcast account if it's a replay, but if it's live on YouTube, they better somehow connect those commercials, not commercials, those numbers. All right, here we go. Czech Republic, Slovakia, Malaysia, France, Belgium, Turkey, India, Argentina, Colombia, Chile, Australia, Mexico, Russia, Bulgaria, Poland, UK, Portugal, Austria, Switzerland, Germany, Italy, Croatia, Poland, Sub-Saharan, West Africa, Mexico again, Canada. I might have said Canada already. Yep. Oh, it's on 2 different channels in Mexico. Spain, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Norway, Netherlands. That's a lot of countries. I mean, there's probably a few hundred countries, 2 or 300, I think is what it is, but you got the United States and all these other countries. I think the majority of viewers will be in the US, Canada, Mexico. I think that's a safe bet. But I think we'll have some viewers in the UK. Other than that, who knows? Who knows? It'll be fun to figure out which countries like the eNASCAR. I think is it the eNASCAR or is it just eNASCAR? I don't know. I'm not great with the technologies and the video games and the keeping up with iRacing trend words. The internet is tough sometimes, and I don't fully understand it. eNASCAR Pro. Okay, so it's not the eNASCAR. It's just eNASCAR. eNASCAR Pro Invitational iRacing Series. I might want to write that down. I'll be fine. Hopefully. Yeah. What does that mean? What is the Xfinity guide? Do they have like a TV guide? What's on there? Oh, that's what it's called. Okay. Okay. Now I know what you're saying. All right. Hmm. Well, I think I'm gonna call that a day. Thanks to everyone who showed up. It's a good time. Try to do this more often during the quarantines. We'll self quarantine. Fun time. But yeah, thanks for watching. Got some exciting videos coming up. Tomorrow, virtual Texas results and recap, potentially at actual Texas. I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for showing up. 10 out of 10. Air high five. Gonna log off now.